Metasequoia is a fast-growing, deciduous tree, and the sole living species, Metasequoia glyptostroboides, is one of 3 species of conifers known as redwoods. It is native to Lichuan County in the Hubei province of China. Although the least tall of the redwoods, it grows to at least 200 feet in height. Local villages refer to the original tree from which most others derive as Shui-sa or water fir, which is part of a local shrine. Since the tree's rediscovery in 1944, the dawn redwood has become a popular ornamental, together with Sequoia sempervirens and Sequoiadendron giganteum of California. Metasequoia is classified in the Cupressaceae subfamily Sequoia.It. Although M. glyptostroboides is the only living species in its genus, 3 fossil species are known as well. Sequoia.It and several other genera have been transferred from the former Taxodiaceae family to Cupressaceae based on DNA analysis. Paleontology. Metasequoia redwood fossils are known from many areas in the northern hemisphere. More than 20 fossil species have been named, but considered as just 3 species, M. foxi, M. milleri, and M. occidentalis. During the Paleocene and Eocene, extensive forests of Metasequoia occurred as far north as Strathcona Fjord on Ellesmere Island and sites on Axel Heiberg Island at around 80 degrees north latitude. Metasequoia was likely deciduous by this time, given that the high latitudes in this period were warm and tropical. It is hypothesized that the deciduous habit evolved in response to the unusual light availability patterns, not to major seasonal variations in temperature. During 3 months in the summer, the sun would shine continuously, while 3 months of the winter would be complete darkness. It is also hypothesized that the change from evergreen to deciduous habit occurred before colonizing the high latitudes and was the reason Metasequoia was dominant in the north. Large petrified trunks and stumps of the extinct Metasequoia occidentalis also make up the major portion of tertiary fossil plant material in the badlands of western North Dakota. The trees are well known from late Cretaceous to Miocene strata, but no fossils are known after that. Before its discovery, the taxon was believed to have become extinct during the Miocene. When it was discovered extant, it was heralded as a living fossil appearance, while the bark and foliage are similar to another closely related redwood genus Sequoia. Metasequoia differs from the California redwood in that it is deciduous like Taxodium distichum, and like that species, older specimens form wide buttresses on the lower trunk. It is a fast-growing tree to 130 to 150 feet tall and 6 feet in trunk diameter in cultivation so far. The leaves are opposite, 0.4 to 1.25 inches long, and bright fresh green, turning a foxy red-brown in fall. The pollen cones are 0.25 inch long, produced on long spikes in early spring. They are only produced on trees growing in regions with hot summers. The cones are globose to ovoid, 0.6 to 1.0 inches in diameter with 16 to 28 scales, arranged in opposite pairs in 4 rows, each pair at right angles to the adjacent pair. They mature in about 8 to 9 months after pollination. Metasequoia has experienced morphological stasis for the past 65 million years, meaning the modern Metasequoia glyptostroboides appears identical to its late Cretaceous ancestors. History. Metasequoia was first described as a fossil from the Mesozoic era by Shigeru Miki in 1941, but in 1944, a small stand of an unidentified tree species was discovered in China in Modrock Sea in Lichuan County, Hubei, by Zhan Wang. Due to World War II, these were not studied further until 1946, and only finally described as a new living species of Metasequoia in 1948 by Wanchun Chang and Hu Hsenhsu. In 1948, the Arnold Arboretum of Harvard University sent an expedition to collect seeds, and, soon after, seedling trees were distributed to various universities and arboreta worldwide for growth trials. Presently, a number of natural Metasequoia populations exist in the hills and wetlands of Hubei's Lichuan County. Most of them are small, with fewer than 30 trees each. However, the largest of them, in Xiohe Valley, is estimated to consist of around 5,400 trees. A few trees are also said to exist in the neighboring Hunan province. Metasequoia in gardens, parks and streets. Dawn redwoods are fast-growing trees. They will grow too large for small gardens, but can be good in a wide range of larger gardens and parks. Although they live in wet sites in their native habitat, they will also tolerate dry soils. Unlike most conifers, the deciduous habit means they do not cast too much shade in winter, and they can even be seen growing as street trees in London. Strawberry Fields is a landscaped section in New York City's Central Park dedicated to Beatle John Lennon. It's named after the Beatles' song "Strawberry Fields Forever." At the farthest northern tip of the lawns there have been planted 3 dawn redwood trees. The trees lose the needles but regain them again every spring, a symbol of eternal renewal. The trees are expected to reach a height of 36 meters within 100 years. This will make them visible from great distances in the park.